There's my garden out the window. Oh, it echoes in here. Hi, it is Robbie from Southern California. This is what's been keeping us really busy, crazy busy, is we've got this room here that was, I guess you could say we were using it for a storage room. So I'm going to just show you. If you're not interested, click off now. But this is just what's been keeping us busy and what our thoughts are, and we haven't even decided. Hear the echo? Hello. It's got a beautiful floor in here. We didn't do this. When we got the house, there was a tile floor. I'll show you later when it's off, but they built this, whoever owned the house before. They had this seating thing. I'm not sure what we have a crazy history behind this house. I haven't even talked about this. The people that lived here back, what year was it? Do you remember?
I believe it was in the 70s.
In the 70s, set up this house for their cats. Okay, so there's a weird loft. It was all set. And when I say cats, we're not talking about your little kitty that's sitting next to you right now on the couch. We're talking about they had lions, they had mountain lions, and possibly a tiger. They had monkeys. Was there anything else, or was that pretty much it?
That's all I can remember.
So there's a whole history. And they used to call this the party house because everybody would come up here to have their parties on the weekend. It was supposed to be really crazy, but that was back in the 70s. After that, a couple different people ended up with it. There was a flipper that took it, and then there was the guy that we ended up getting the house from who, well, that's a long story too, but anyways, he ended up here. So this back room was left. It is part of the house, and it was used by us and probably a few other people as a storage room. So it's beautiful. It's got a fireplace. It's got everything set up. But like I said, it was originally all set up for cats, mountain lions. They were driven out of town from what I had heard because people got tired of getting up in the morning and finding a lion sitting in their garage because they used to let him out to lunge on the hillside, and then they would let him go and they would roam around. Apparently they never hurt anybody. They were tame, but that's besides the point. So let's just say they were driven out of town, the people, and they left. I don't know anything about them, but we still hear the stories. There's a lot of stories behind here. So this was all done. It had the door there. It had an opening there. We just closed that off with a door. It'll be nicer to show you when it's all done. We're kind of throwing ideas around on what we're going to do. It's just a big, beautiful, echoey room because of the floor, and plus there's no furniture in here right now. But this must have been like a big seating arrangement so people could come, or their cats. It's possible it was for the cats to sit and look out the window and see outside. And that's another possibility because it's built perfect for a mountain lion to sit on. And then, like I said, they put in a beautiful floor. Somebody did. I can't tell you exactly who did, but the floor matches the seating there, see? So what we're doing now is we've decided to get rid of our junk, or at least move it around, because we were using it for a garage here, or storage. I'm going to call it storage. And we're going to change out some of the lighting so we can get more lighting in here. We're going to paint this wall. We're going to go white. So if we want to, let's say I want to do something and show you how I'm doing seeds or grafting plants. Let me step back without tripping on anything because we've got stuff everywhere right now. Okay. Put a table there, but pulled away from the wall. And we don't have to buy anything because we have all these cabinets left from when Gary did the kitchen. I'm pretty sure there's a story on that one, but the kitchen here was destroyed. And so we got a big discount from what store was that?
HD Supply.
HD Supply was blowing out cabinets for like buy two, get one free. And that's how we did the whole kitchen that you've seen for under $1,000. Well, we still have cabinets left. There's two there, right? There's two cabinets there.
Two over there.
And we got two over here. And there's another one over there. So we can set up cabinets, let's say there, but we can set up, we still have countertops too. And that was $5 a piece we got. So we'll set up some countertops, and then we can have it where you could step behind the wall and get a good down shot so you could see, you know, the reflection, the wall will stay white, so you can see what we're doing. This is just what we're thinking. It's not going to, you know, be a big expense because it's more paint and then restuccoing the walls. Or putting not drywall, stucco. Drywall mud? Okay, I don't know. I don't do this stuff. Okay, and so we'll have something there. Here, we could go out the door into my rainbow garden, which is right there. And then we could put a small cabinet, because I still have a lot of stuff. We don't know where to put the stuff. So a lot of the stuff will come back. So this is why we've been real busy. And I know I've said, oh, I haven't put up a lot of videos and I'm exhausted, because coming here, trying to figure out how we're gonna do what. We basically left everything the way it was, except for the drywall mud, cleaning it up. And now we're gonna get, as soon as everything is nice and dry, well, let me step back again. A good paint job on here in white. If you go an off-white, and I'm, let's say, filming, then I have to readjust it on my phone, whatever program I'm using that I'm gonna upload with, because it will look yellow. If you go with color, let's say blue, you'll get a blue tinge. So I figured we'll go with white and see how that works. Not changing any of the tile, even though the tile is kind of a beige color, it doesn't matter. And then this should be really a nice getaway room. The other thing too is, the heater's been broken in our house. Is that okay to talk about? Yeah, we have like central heat and air. Well, the air broke a long time ago, so we don't have air conditioning. You want air conditioning? The dogs have their own room with a window air, and let me tell you something, they got the best room in town. It's heated and aired, and that's one room. So this is well insulated, and we can put a floor heater. I think you can get heaters for fireplaces too. I'm not sure. That is usable. Gary used to throw logs in there and use it, so it is still usable. But we could do that. We have many options. Let me step back. And then a window air or some sort of air later. We could even pop a hole in here and put an air conditioner. That way I know you can get the stand-up ones with the hoses and go out. We'll worry about that in the summer, because right now we're going into the winter. And I'll tell you, the biggest thing for me is I have to get warm, because I get cold really easy. So it'd be nice to have a room that's well insulated. That's why we put the doors there. Oh, the doors are something to talk about too. You also got that from where?
HD Supply.
HD Supply, you got the door. They had that, they were going out of business, and they had all doors for $5. This is a big front, like for the front of the house, front doors, and it's a grand door. If you look at it, it's 2 doors, and they both open, so it's really, go stand in front of it so you can see how big it is. And I had Gary buy it, and I remember Gary said, what in the world am I gonna do with this? And how, he doesn't even have a memory how he brought it home. It was what, 15 years ago?
15 years ago, yeah.
15, we're trying to remember how we got this home in his truck. Probably hanging out the window, holding onto it and tied to the truck. It's one piece. So the doors are all mounted in there, and then we can't open it right now because we're gonna paint this, but this way you can walk through back into the house, but it's well insulated. Big, heavy wooden doors. It looks beautiful. It's off the ground. Isn't that cool? And that will close off this room completely. And that was $5. I remember even going to the guy. He had a sign outside with all the doors piled there. They were all wooden doors, the $5 ones, right? Because you bought extras for tables.
All wooden doors.
So I went inside and I said, you got this big, nobody touched it, this big set of front doors, double doors. Like if you were going to bring in a baby grand piano or something through it. I said, is that one $5 too? He said, everything. We need it out. So I said, I want it. And Gary said, I don't know how I'm going to get it home, and what are we going to use it for? I don't know. So it sat for 15 years.
It sat for 15 years. And it's a really nice, well-made door.
And then we just looked at this while we started working on the room and thought, can we get this in here? I mean, this is something we had thought about before, but we weren't sure how to do it. So he ended up, there's a big piece of wood. It's a long story, but it's sitting on wood. It's mounted in really good. And now that open breezeway, I guess you could call it, it's like a service porch, but it's not used for a service porch.
Yeah.
Goes into the kitchen. Now we can close this off. And the reason I would close it off, I'll probably have it open most of the time, is that in the winter, because last year we got down into the 30s, this will be well insulated, this room. And so we'll have one nice room. I can have my computer in here. I've got an extra little TV I bought, so when I go live, which I have only used once, I think it's a 24-inch TV, just to be able to read the comments and stuff. I can bring that in here. I know that we talked about we could get a nice sized TV there and hang it up. It's got a thin little shelf there. We're not sure, but it's the expense. I don't know how much we want to put out. We don't watch a lot of TV. We watch YouTube. So we'll see what we're going to do. Right now, the main thing is get this done, get the drywall finished. Well, not the drywall's done, but get the mud, which is that what you call it? Get that done, sanded, painted, and then maybe we have a room that we can hang out with you guys once in a while, go live in the evening or whenever, and it will be warm for the winter. So that's what's been keeping us busy. We still have a couple extra things here, but he might make a greenhouse or something with some of the extra. He got sliding glass doors too. I don't think those were $5 though.
No, they were different prices.
They were different.
They were cheap, but they were different prices. They were marked down.
Okay, plus
significantly.
Plus you also got some in the trash too. So
I've been picking up sliding glass doors on the curb on a lot of different places. And I've been doing that for 15 years, slowly collecting things.
And we're not going to move this now. That's another cabinet, but that's where he's got his little greenhouse room. There's, I don't know if we can't really see through. That's where his room is. And we're going to leave that. I know we had somebody told us we should take it off because it might bring heat in, but you know what? If it wants to bring, don't move anything now. If it wants to bring heat in, I thought you were going to move it. No, that's all right. You don't have to open it. Don't worry about it. If it brings heat into the room for the winter, I'm fine. We'll decide later what we're going to do in the summer, but that's it. I mean, it's just one great big grand room that was probably a room years ago for the ladies' cats. Again, lions and tigers and bears. Okay, as far as I know, she didn't have a bear, but she did have monkeys. And so that must have been what she had done this for. And you could have a whole sitting arrangement there or have the cats be able to just lie there. I mean, think about it. All they had to do was look out the window. So she had it all set up for her beautiful mountain lions and tigers. And I know she had I'm not sure if she had a tiger. I think I might have heard she might have, but I know she had a lion, a full-size lion. And back then in the 70s, you could own them. So she didn't have, I mean, there was no problem with what she owned. She had permits and it was all allowed. They were well taken care of. But what happened was when they were let out into the garden, into the yard, and they would take off, that was the issue. It was a stupid thing to do, but what are you going to do? Anyways, so that's what's been keeping us busy. I thought I'd give you a sneak peek. Gosh, if you've got ideas, you can throw ideas. But I'm just thinking a table, which will be nothing, it won't cost us anything because we got all these, see, we still have this. I don't know if you can see it. We got this, that is from Red Lobster.
Yep. Okay,
that came from the Habitat and they were $5 each. That's how we built the kitchen. And we could put the tables there or we could get Formica type tops or something for lighting. We could decide. I have a lot of boards I make out of contact paper to work on.
If you look at any of the videos that are done in our kitchen, you'll see those countertops.
Okay, so that's it, but I'm thinking that's a nice wall to do it in and pull it away from the wall so we can get behind it or at least get a camera behind it. And that's basically it. This is not going to be a kitchen set or anything. This would just be, well, for now, for this winter, this is going to be my hot room for me, my warm room. So I thought you might get a kick out of this. And like I said, if it doesn't interest you, you've already long clicked off. So have a wonderful day. Another set of cabinets. I already showed you that. And now I can go straight outside. There's the rainbow garden. Still a lot of work have to be done in here, but we're getting to it little by little. So that's our project. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget
to eat what you grow. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. A couch. Oh, we have an extra couch we can put in here.
Set up the couch and that'll get rid of some of the echo.
Yes, and we have another throw rug that we never used that we got for like $10 once. So that'll help. Cool.